Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about some of the issues that might happen with the launch of Call of Duty 4 Remastered this fall. We're going to go through a few different things. These are just my opinions. They might be true, they might not be true, but these are just things that I personally am worried about when it comes to the launch of Call of Duty 4 Remastered. So the first thing we're going to get into is about the maps. The fact that we're not going to have all the maps in this game, the game originally launched back in 2007 with 16 maps. You got 4 maps as DLC about 6 months, actually I think it was like 5 months later, so it brought the total up to 20 maps. The version that we are getting is only going to have 10. So you're actually getting half as many maps as I think we should. And who's to determine what those maps are? And if it's an actual remaster, why are we not getting all the maps? Like, they haven't confirmed or not if they're going to bring out the rest of the maps in like some sort of a DLC, but they should not be having to be paid for. Like, if we're paying for a remastered game, we should get all 20 maps remastered. I don't understand why we're only getting 10, but hey, that is what it is, and as of right now, that's all we got to work with. The other thing with the maps I want to talk about is changes. Infinity Ward and Raven Software, who are teaming up to develop this remaster, said that they are not changing anything of the game. They are increasing the graphics, the textures, everything to make the maps look so much better. They're redoing the whole campaign with graphics and everything, but actual physically, they weren't going to change anything. I actually watched a video the other day of White Boy 7 Street, and he was talking about he knows somebody that works there that's saying that they're removing one of the cars from the maps. In Call of Duty 4, the fact of a car bomb, like if you hit a grenade really close to a car and it exploded the car, that was a big, big, big deal. There's a lot of cars in this game, in Call of Duty 4's multiplayer, and you need those. You got to keep those. You can't change those. You can't get rid of those because that's going to change the entire flow of the map. So that might be happening, that might not be happening. Nobody really knows yet, and we probably won't know until we actually get the final version of the game. But if they start changing stuff, taking stuff out, putting new stuff into the maps, it's not really a remaster. It's not. You can't do that. The next thing we're going to talk about is the perks and a few of the other things in the game, like Last Stand, 3 times Frag, and Martyrdom. These are 3 of the main things in that game that, towards the latter stages of that game, were really, really, really annoying. Like, you could pump somebody full of bullets, they'll drop into Last Stand, and they'll kill you. Like, they'll eventually bleed out, but it just got really annoying. It could stop you from a kill streak, and Search and Destroy, it was really annoying. 3 times Frag, especially if you use the perk Sonic Boom, which increased your explosive damage, you could pretty much just start chucking frags everywhere, and if you combine those with throwing them at cars and increasing the explosive damage of cars, it was literally havoc. And Martyrdom, the fact that when you died you would drop a live grenade, an uncooked grenade, that just got annoying, because if you didn't take off running and you reacted to that grenade like instantly and you didn't get take off running, most likely you were going to die from it, because the explosion radius on grenades in Call of Duty 4 was absolutely insane, especially if, like I said, if it's close to a car and it makes it a car bomb. It gets really, really annoying. Hopefully they do a few tweaks to that. We don't know if they're going to or not, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. The next thing we're going to talk about is the difference in how people play. This game was the first Call of Duty to bring in the whole perk and kill streak system and everything. And this was back in 2007, which is going to be 9 years between Call of Duty 4 Original and Call of Duty 4 Remastered. And the way people played Call of Duty back in 2007 is completely different to how they play today. A lot of people didn't really rush a whole lot back in the day. I know there was quite a few people, a few people that did, but most people were actually more strategic, I guess you could say, back in 2007 compared to how they are now. And not to mention there wasn't a whole lot of trick shotting and a lot of, just, that kind of thing back in the day. So with the way Call of Duty 4 is, with a lot of the maps that have long grass and, some of the aspects of the game, it's going to be really interesting to see how it plays out with how people play today compared to how they played back in 2007, which honestly I'm worried that might be a problem with the way the maps are in this game. But all in all, we'll see. Last thing I wanted to talk about today was the host migration. Back in Call of Duty 4, there was no such thing as host migration. In Call of Duty World at War, there was no host migration. The first game to bring in host migration in a Call of Duty was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which launched in 2009. So basically, if you were the host of the game, which there was really no way to tell if you were the host or not, but basically if you, oh my god, this sucks, rage quit, and you just, B up A, whatever, you leave the game, it would automatically end the game. It would say host ended the game, and it would be over. Whatever team was leading at the time won. Or if you basically dashboarded on the Xbox 360, it would literally get a connection interruption and kick everybody back to the dashboard, or back to the lobby screen. There literally was no host migration. And I hope and pray that they do put some sort of a host migration in Call of Duty 4 Remastered, because with nowadays, with the times, you gotta have that. You can't have people rage quitting out of the game and the game just automatically end. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. That's pretty much all for now. These are just 5 things that I'm a little worried about, is if what they're gonna do with this with Call of Duty 4 Remastered. But hopefully we found out a little bit more about this at E3 and the latter months to come, and up until the launch of the game, and hopefully we don't have to worry about these things, but we'll see. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.